Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rockwell Spock coming at you with my review of Happy Death Day to You. So anyway, a little bit later than I anticipated, but yeah. So the movie is the sequel to Happy Death Day, which follows Tree Goldman once again repeating her birthday until her murder over and over again, and as she's in a time loop. But there's a slight difference this time. Quick thoughts is that it was fun like the original, and I was glad it went in a slightly different direction than the original did. So anyway, cast. Yeah, Jessica Rothe as Tree Geldman again. College co-ed who repeated her birthday 12 times, dying the first 11 of them. Finds herself once again in a similar situation. Israel Broussard as Carter Davis, Tree's boyfriend, until everything resets. Phi Fu as Ryan Fan, Carter's roommate. Gets briefly caught in a time loop of his own. Smarter than we were led to think from the first movie. We got Suraj Sharma as Samar Ghosh, one of Ryan's lab partners. Sarah Yarkin as Andrea Dre Morgan, who is Ryan's other lab partner. I'm sorry, these two characters really, there's not much about them, but they're in the movie a lot. And that is kind of their defining characteristics. They're both his lab partners. Rachel Matthews is Danielle Boosman, chairperson of the sorority Tree is a member of. She's reprising her role, obviously. Ruby Modine reprising her role as Laurie Spengler, Tree's roommate. Kill Tree in the original time loop. Steve Zissis as Dean Roger Bronson, who's Dean of Bayfield University. Charles Aitken reprising his role as Dr. Gregory Butler, who's an instructor at Bayfield and a doctor at the campus hospital. Also, object of at least Laurie's affection. And finally, we have Jason Bale returning as David Geldman, who is Tree's father. Again, it's his defining characteristic as a character. So, spoiler-free breakdown. Movie begins. Ryan wakes up in his car, makes his way to his room, and it's the just as Happy Death Day ended. Carter and Tree are making out, kind of, and are making out, and I don't want to go back to. I don't want to spend another night in my car. It smells like Hot Pockets, and Anyway, he gets a phone call. And so goes to the lab. Apparently his project yielded some interesting results at 12:01 Monday. Anyway, shortly thereafter, Ryan is stabbed by someone in a baby mask. And he wakes up in his car. Again. Makes his way to the dorm room. Tells Tree and Carter what happened, and so, of course, Tree is like, okay, tell me everything that happened, all right. And then she finds out about a science experiment which caused the time loop in the first place. So, Tree and Carter opt to do what they can to keep Ryan from being murdered, and to help catch his killer, as do his lab partners. They eventually do, and then the dean comes in, because apparently the science project is also what's causing the rolling blackouts that we saw briefly in the first movie. And he and some security guards try to confiscate it. Earlier in the first go through of this loop. The principal told Ryan that he's not to turn it on again, and so Anyway, this time he shows back up again. He's going to confiscate it, and well, it throws Lori back into the time loop she was in. Well, as she wakes up in Carter's room on her birthday again. So Tree gathers Ryan and Carter, tries to end the loop by killing her roommate Lori to prevent Lori from killing her, or arranging her murder, only to find that things are different this time around. There was no cupcake. Lori didn't make a cupcake for her. So anyways, Ryan explains multiverse theory to Tree. Now, okay, multiverse theory is a concept. There are multiple versions of the universe. It could be. There are various ways of putting it. Each one vibrates on a different frequency. There's a set multiverse, or my personal favorite is the infinite multiverse, where in every conscious decision made creates a parallel universe. So, eventually, Tree decides she wants to stay on the Earth in the timeline she's in. That's the timeline she wants to stay in. And so she asks if there's a way to make that happen. Right? Says, yeah, it's possible, yeah. So, but it would take days worth of work, and he said, Bruce says, what you're saying is true, though. All the work we do is going to be completely undone by, when you wake up in a day. So basically she makes a point of learning what it is, they try various algorithms, like, no, and, kind of saying, no, that one, or that one didn't work. But she also, and this, rather than being murdered, there's a lot of actually, there's a rather comical batch of deaths that occur. Skydiving without a parachute, so on and so forth. However, the dean shows up. The dean shows up a day early to take the experiment, and he actually manages to confiscate it. Anyways, the finale basically, after a while, Tree kind of decides that she wants to stay. She wants to go back to her Earth after all. And so Tree, Carter, Ryan, Andrea, and Samar and Danielle, let's just say that Tree managed to find a way to bring Danielle in, but they make and execute a plan to steal Ryan's experiment back. They do so, and they manage to pull off the experiment, and keep the dean occupied, though he does notice the blackout and try to stop it. But yeah, anyway, so up to the movie. It expanded on the supporting cast of the original, not of the new one, but the original. Danielle, Lori, Ryan all get expanded upon as characters. Hell, I wouldn't have guessed that, watching the first one, that Ryan's major was science related. I wouldn't have guessed that in a second. It's the way he acts. It also becomes more about the time loop and about the horror. the horror portion of the story kind of takes a back seat. There's a more personal story, which I kind of dug as well. The differences between the two time loops are quite interesting. There's some good callbacks to the first movie. There's also a rather amusing mid-credits scene. Some downs. Some of the differences are pretty easy to figure out before they are shown to us. And the new supporting cast, like I said, they are generally just, this is who they are. That's all you need to know. Moving on. They're going to be here a lot, but this is all you need to know about them. Overall, I thought it was, though it was still a horror comedy, it manages to be a different kind of horror comedy than the first movie. And if you like the first one, it's definitely worth watching. My rating is 3.5 out of 5. Sadly, this movie's going to get killed in the box office by Alita Battle Angel, and I'm actually going to help that happen, but not intentionally. Anyway, that said, that's it for this review. As always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Links to hit the bell icon to be notified when I put up new content. Links to my Facebook, Twitter, and Patreon are in the description box down below. This is Rock and Roll Spock signing off, saying, live long and rock hard.